Good evening, everybody. My name is Jeff Ashby, and I'm so excited to be here with you this evening. It is already the first Wednesday of June. May's come and gone, and here we are. It's the 7th. It's Wednesday night, and this just happens to be the first Wednesday of the month, and I'm so excited to have you here to participate with us in our Ask Dr. Kedar Prasad evening. As we get underway tonight, there's a couple of things I need to do to take care of ourselves from a legal standpoint. And so if you'll just follow along with me, I am going to pull up the disclaimer. And Dr. Roberts, if for any reason it shuts down, we are in a huge rainstorm right now, and I've already lost power once. But if that happens, you're co-host and you can just keep on keeping on. But right now, I'm going to pull the disclaimer up here onto the screen. Please follow along with me as I read. These statements and comments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This information is for educational purposes only and includes information on recent advances in research on micronutrients. Engage. The micronutrient company does not claim that our products diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. Engage's products do, however, address our deficiencies and provide our bodies with the nutrition that we are lacking. Nothing here is intended to be a substitute for treatment or a visit to your primary healthcare provider. So I should have grabbed some water here from my desk as well, but thank you everybody for being here this evening. We're so fortunate to have Dr. Prasad here with us. I'm going to just quickly, for those of you that are brand new, I'm going to pull up a digital copy of our science booklet. There's 36 pages worth of documentation here that describe where this product came from, how it is available to everybody today, and the proof that is behind it. But one of those pages, a favorite page of mine, is this. It is Dr. Kedar Prasad, the man behind MicroDaily. Professor of the University of Colorado School of Medicine for 30 plus years as the director of vitamins and cancer research, former president of the International Society of Cancer and Nutrition, member of the Royal Society of Medicine, London, invited member of the Nobel Prize nominating committee for candidates in medicine, attended postdoctoral training at Brookhaven National Laboratory in Long Island, New York. Those are just some of the credentials. And if we go into the accolades, just quickly going through it, world's first radiation biologist, PhD back in 1963. Awarded 7 U.S. patents on micronutrients. National Institutes of Health awarded millions of dollars for research on human health. Awarded $12.5 million by Congress for further research with the military. NASA and others on micronutrients in human health. Discovered the anti-cancer potency of vitamin E succinate. Discovered that butyric acid, the small fatty acid formed by fermentation of fibers in the gut, is also an anti-cancer agent. And just a number of books that Dr. Prasad has written. Here's just a list out of that booklet. These are showing the title, the book covers of these books. Absolutely incredible down there in the lower right-hand corner. The most recent ones with dementia and memory loss. So there's another one that will be coming out. It's gone to the publisher, and Dr. Prasad will let us know when it hits. But as part of helping you understand that this truly is the cutting edge of technology. And it's going to be my first question to Dr. Prasad. I'm going to reference this recent publication. I'm going to just pull it up here on the screen. Discovery of alpha-tocopherol succinate as a cancer treatment agent led to the development of methods to potentially improve the efficacy of cancer therapy. And there is our very own Dr. Kedar M. Prasad. It's his article published, if you look at that, published online February 3rd of 2023. So you guys, it's just about 90 days ago. Dr. Prasad is writing about things that he discovered back when he discovered that vitamin E succinate. That is the alpha-tocopherol succinate. And so, Dr. Prasad, I'm going to pull you up here on the screen with me, and I'd like you just to reference. I know that the world sees this as something that is just brand new, like leading edge technology to deal with cancer, but you've had it included here in our supplements for almost 20 years. Um, why is the world just making these discoveries? What's happening?
I think that, because high doses of antioxidant and the vitamin E succinate kills cancer cell, but not normal cell. And there are not too many vitamins can do that, like vitamin C can do it. And so that's why we have now, since then, people have developed nanotechnology to deliver it more efficiently than just as a micronutrient, as a single agent. But when you do, we also demonstrated in the past that when you have the same dose, which are not effective by itself of vitamin E succinate or vitamin C, but when you combine them, then they are very effective in killing the cancer cell. And that's the idea came out, that multiple high dose antioxidant. And then since then, there are a lot of experimental data available that it kills cancer cell, but not normal cell. And vitamin E succinate is one of them. And since we are not using as a single agent, we don't have to go to fancy nanotechnology to deliver. It is like they use this vitamin E succinate as a drug. So they develop some kind of capsulations, and I don't understand the technology, but by that method by itself can deliver to the tumor cell in a whole animal and kill the tumor cell. So in other words, it was demonstrated already, but they did a little more efficient manner to deliver to the tumor tissue. But in case of, if you have multiple antioxidant, you don't have to do that high-tech technology. It is a primitive technology, but it's a very efficient technology in terms of killing the cancer cell. Not only that, but vitamin E succinate, and we publish it, nice journal, and that it also enhances the effect of radiation on cancer cell, but protects the normal cell. This is very interesting. And so we published a couple of papers on that issue, and also chemotherapeutic agent. And so vitamin E succinate, and that's one reason why we included in our formulation, vitamin E succinate is very important, not only as an anti-cancer agent, but also it is more soluble, and therefore it crosses the blood-brain barrier very efficiently. But the vitamin E acetate would be very poorly penetrate into the brain through blood-brain barrier. And so there were a lot of advantage of that. So that's the story of vitamin E succinate. Wow. And I said, we have to remind some of those guys was not paying attention. So I said, I have to remind them who discovered it that you are doing today.
Yeah, so
this is, in a science, this is a game.
Well, and we're sure grateful that we're on this journey with you, and you're so humble that even in an article that was published just about 90 days ago, you kind of had to set it straight that this does work, and you discovered it, and now they're just pioneering some of the things that you've known for years. You've shared with us that Linus Pauling was a mentor of yours. He was the one that discovered vitamin C in high doses, and then you've added to that the vitamin E succinate, and it's just been amazing. So that leads me in. We've got one hand up. We're looking for some more to start asking questions, and so this is the time when you can go into and Felicia's there, Yvonne's there, Ed and Jerome. Okay, one question that I'm going to put in there while we're getting a few going here, Dr. Prasad, and it has to do with a conversation you and I had just on Saturday. And if you remember the conversation, you had looked over several formulas. Somebody else who had spent quite a bunch of money to have several doctors recommend a certain approach for them. And we sent off these to you. And so you looked over these formulas, and truly, when you were done looking over them, your comment to me was, why, Jeff? Why would they do all of these other possible remedies
Yeah.
um, when we know that the micro daily is effective and it is working. And so
And it is well tested clinically as well as animal study. But all those formula that you see in the marketplace has never been tested. So you don't know whether it is going to work for you or not. But in any case, one thing that I wanted to mention, Jeff, is that if people are on a high dose of high preventive dose, and when you said, okay, I'm feeling great, now I want to go to, say, preventive dose, 3 morning, 3 in the evening. Suppose you want to do that. You may or may not want to do that, but suppose if you want to do that because it costs more money or something like that do it gradually. You just suppose if you're taking a 9 capsule a day, and then you decide, I'm feeling great, so maybe we should let us try 6 capsule a day originally that we started with. But you don't do just say, tomorrow I'm going to have a 6 capsule a day. And the reason is because if your body is used to 9 capsule a day and suddenly say, I want to take only 6 capsule, your body might feel deficiency of micronutrient.
Right.
You may not feel as comfortable. Then you may say, oh, my micro daily didn't work. So I think I just wanted to make a point that whenever you have a high dose antioxidant and you want to come back to the original level, or you don't want to come, but you want to reduce it, then do it gradually. That's the point.
well, and I can attest to that exactly. This line of products, particularly the Micro Daily EMF, our flagship product, I have met more people off the side of a freeway or at a 7-Eleven or at the park or somewhere and given them some more because they ran out. And their body is feeling it and they're saying,
exactly.
oh, no, hey, I've got to have that stuff again. And I think it's not
It's
that
a lifetime commitment. When you take micronutrient, like at least 2 micronutrient, I would say. First, age depends. Suppose if you are 18 to 35 years of age, for you, I think micro daily EMF is sufficient. But suppose if you are over 35 and 50 and more, then you add up the probiotics. Then after 40, then you may like to add up collagen peptides because you want to maintain your younger head. So it is age dependent, because sometimes many people may say, I don't want because I can't afford it. But, whatever you commit, you have to commit for a life.
Yeah.
But, sometimes suppose you were on macro daily the collagen peptide and I could not afford it. I'm just giving a hypothetical case. Then you say you can drop it gradually, not just suddenly tomorrow. You reduce it 1/3, then 1/3, then 1/3. And then at least you can maintain a micro daily EMF. And if you are a little older after 40, you also try to maintain probiotics.
Probiotic, yeah. And
those 2 is must.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing even a lot of this younger generation benefit just dramatically by adding the probiotic into their diet. In fact, we're finding that teenagers with acne issues and
but again, some health issues there, that is totally different.
Yeah.
If these are normal health people, suppose somebody has young people have some kind of intestinal bowel syndrome or some kind of intestinal problem, then there is a must.
Totally.
A must. But I'm saying the normal looking that has no apparent, so, but at least, probiotics is harmless. At least if you take 1 capsule a day, or if you have some issue, then you can take 2 capsule a day, but not more than that. Wonderful. Otherwise, sometimes you take much more, then it could be cause overgrowth, and that could be harmful for you.
For a short period of time. I get it. So, all right. Well, Dr. Prasad, we got a room full of hands that are up. The very first one here is Van. And so if you want to go ahead, I can see that your microphone is already open. If you want to address your question to Dr. Prasad and kind of set the stage for us. Dr. Prasad is not a medical doctor. He's not going to be here dealing with medical issues by any means. He is a formulator and the world's foremost expert on micronutrition and supplementation. Many have begun to refer to Dr. Prasad as the Einstein of our times when it comes to understanding the human body. So go ahead, Van, you're first, and then Felicia Clark is up next, and then Yvonne. Go ahead, Van.
Thank you so much, Brother Jeff. And Major Robert says, keep it brief, but I always want to say shukriya to Dr. Prasad first for his life's work. We appreciate you so much, Dr. Prasad. And on a personal level, I just want to say that people, when they meet me, they actually think I'm smart because of what you've taught me, being able to be at your feet and learn from you. So I appreciate that so much, being able to mention collagen peptides as well as oxidative stress because of what you've taught us. So my question is about the 10 beautiful, amazing supplements that MicroDaily and Engage has available for us. Which would you suggest for brushing of teeth? Because I'm using collagen, and I'm not sure which is the best one to try because it's really added some whiteness and it seems to reduce pain. But what do you suggest of our 10 different MicroDailies that we have and our boosts?
I think, for teeth issues, I think, it is very simple. I think my son went to the doctor and he gave you some kind of a whiting things that your teeth becomes white. Important thing is collagen peptide will help strengthen any bony structures, but it cannot change the color of the teeth. Did I understand it correctly, Jeff?
Yes, yes.
Well, if it does that, that's amazing. But just I'm using collagen and it feels great.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Thanks for the suggestion.
That's good.
Matt.
So I think, that if you go to dentist and ask them to do this thing, it is very simple, non-toxic procedure, not procedure, give you something to do it. And then my son's teeth is always shine white.
So, and we're also noticing with the hydro, when you shake up a bottle of hydro, if you sip and then swish it around in your mouth and then swallow, a lot of people have noticed a huge difference in their overall gum and teeth health.
I think one reason is that some of these yellowish things is there, and then if it has a little bit what you call citrus taste. I have not tasted it. You may have tasted, but I'm talking about the original hydro has citrus taste, and therefore, if you are doing like this, what you are saying, then it is possible that some citrus can remove some of those yellowish stuff. It's possible. Definitely it is possible.
Thank you, Brother Jeff, and shukriya, Dr. Prasad.
All right.
Appreciate you so much.
All righty. Thank you, Van. Felicia Clark. Go ahead, Felicia. You're up here with Dr. Prasad.
Hello, Dr. Prasad. Thank you for these wonderful products. I thank God for you. My question is in regards to the EMF formula and the decaffeination process, because I am knowledgeable about 4 decaffeination processes, none of which I like. So I would like to know about the decaffeination process, and does it render the EMF caffeine free?
Yeah, that's the reason it decaffeinated was done, because first procedure, as far as procedure is concerned, that is a manufacturing issue. I have no knowledge that how it is done. But the major idea was that some people, if you have a caffeine, becomes hyperactive. And so now we can claim that it is a decaffeinated product, MicroDaily EMF. But I don't know what kind of procedure they use to make it decaffeinated.
Okay, but does it render it caffeine free, like without caffeine?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I have more questions. I'll get in the line again. Thank you.
Thank you, Felicia. All righty. And just so that everybody knows, Felicia is one of our new health advocate twos already. So she jumped right in and gotten excited about things. Thank you for coming on and asking the question. So
I'm glad to answer, whenever even you can make it here today, you can tell you the email to send it to Engage, and I reply right away.
Awesome. Thank you, Felicia. Yvonne, you're next, and then Ed and Joyce, and then Jerome. So Yvonne, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Dr. Prasad, Jeff, all the persons on the Zoom. I'm going to do a little story, not a long one. A relative of mine was diagnosed as having a malignant tumor in March. So right away, he was started on the microdaily EMF 9 every 8 hours. And then he had surgery about 4 weeks later. So they removed approximately about 80% of the colon. After surgery, he went home on day 9. And so I waited about a week or so to restart him on the microdaily EMF. However, he was having excruciating pain in the location where the surgery was done. So I spoke with an affiliate, and she was thinking that it was due to the turmeric, the curcumin in the microdaily EMF. And so it was suggested that I use the methylated form of the microdaily. So he's on it now. However, I realized that there are 4 antioxidants that are not in the methylated form, that are in the EMF form.
Yeah.
I would love to go back to the microdaily EMF. So I want to know what your thoughts are, Dr. Prasad, as well as, is the methylated form as effective in terms of cancer?
There is no, as far as the effectiveness is concerned, the EMF would be better because it has more antioxidant.
Yes,
But,
I agree.
but my question is that you tried EMF before this surgery, right?
Yes, he was on it before the surgery.
Did doctor notice any shrinkage of the tumor during surgery?
If what happened?
Is tumor size decreased or not decreased?
We don't know. We are not sure.
So the question is that, was there any data was taken, say, for example, any kind of X-ray or a CT scan of the tumor before he was, at the time he was diagnosed?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And then he must have been taken a picture before surgery, what is the size of the tumor is. You see what I mean?
Okay. So
as a patient, you can ask from the doctor's office a data which will show you before, when it was diagnosed, and then before the surgery.
Yes, can I comment?
Yes.
Before the surgery, he had done a CT scan in January because he was having a lot of problems, a lot of pain and so on. And they did not, the radiologist did not identify any tumor. But at colonoscopy, it showed that there was a tumor which blocked 70% of the passage where it was located. So when the surgery was done, the surgeon said it was about 80% blockage to the passage.
Yvonne, you're going to need to hold your phone a little closer to you. It got all
if 80%, so tumor is still there and they might regrow it. And then therefore it is important to have a therapeutic dose. Tell your oncologist that this is what you plan to do, therapeutic dose that you were giving him. And this will prevent the further growth. At least they will hold on where it is and probably improve your quality of life in terms of feeling better, your immune system and whole body, more energy and so on. And pain, it is there. And maybe you like to have some, CBD is very important to reduce the pain. So maybe you like to have 100 milligram of CBD per day and try for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And see if it works any better.
So he's on CBD, but he's not on 100. He gets 1 capsule twice a day. So
no, 1 capsule, no, to take 2 capsules in the morning and 2 in the evening.
Yep.
In the evening.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Yvonne. We've got some others that are here with their questions. Please get, we can further this conversation later. There's a couple other suggestions that we could have for you as well. So thank you. All right, Ed and Joyce, you guys are up next. Go ahead.
Thank you. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, so we can see you too, and
okay,
that's awesome
good.
that you turned your camera on all the way from that far away. Tell Dr. Prasad where you're calling in from tonight.
La Paz, El Alto, Bolivia.
Oh, La Paz.
It's a long way away.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So no, we appreciate what we've received from the supplements. Just yesterday, day before, we gave a friend, a female friend, a few of the microdaily EMF and the probiotic. She was having some nerve issues, and we heard that in her neck, it has been her mass has decreased over just a couple days. But the question I had for you, Dr. Prasad, is a friend with 25 years old. He has a brain tumor, and the hypothalamus was growing. They went through with great cost and took out hypothalamus part of it. And then it seems to be growing back, says the doctor. We're concerned because it's our buddy and limited space in the cranium, and he's taking artificial hormone thyroid, and his fingers are very, very fat, indicating probably a lot of swelling. 6 times normal. 6 times normal. And so we got a courier to bring 3 Dr. Prasad Choice bundles down here. Not that we were going to use all of it with him, but we were wondering what you might suggest, and perhaps some type of doses. We were thinking maybe 3 times the normal EMF with the probiotic and brain boost.
Yeah, I think I would go, since he has a brain tumor and it is difficult to penetrate some of the nutrient high enough doses. Brain tumor is so I would say that I will take even 4 times of the preventive dose. Yeah, 4 times, and a brain boost, of course. And since it is not a glioblastoma, it is possible to keep that tumor in check. I had a friend in Denver, and he had a brain tumor, but not a malignant one, but it has a tumor like schwannoma or some, non-neuronal. Most dangerous thing is, do you know what kind of tumor it was? Name of the tumor?
No, it's growing in the hypothalamus.
As long as it is not glioblastoma, because
they said it was benign, but as you know, they can change from benign,
they grow. Yeah, they grow,
yes,
and
of
they
course,
can affect brain function. And so I was telling you a story. This is an anecdotal story, but it's true. A friend of mine in Denver, when I was there, and I suggested, he was taking the original micro daily, only preventive dose, and after surgery, and just like your friend, and so he kept doing it, and for 3 years he was doing okay. And one time he forgot, he went for vacation, and then he said, "Kedar, I came back, I'm still forgetting, so I want to redo it." So in other words, when I stopped it, the tumor didn't grow that rapidly, but his neurocognitive function, which was very good, now suddenly he stopped in vacation time, and then he started feeling again cognitive dysfunction. And so what I would suggest to take I take it back. I think 3 times would be good for him. And that kind of dose will keep it not growing anymore, just stay where it is. And cognitive function will be important to have it, to maintain it, and because hypothalamus is very important. And so I think, and then let us know next month how you're doing. I'd love to know the results.
Yeah. Now with the what do you call it, probiotic, he being 25 years old, but his system's all upset, of course.
Yeah.
Would that help him, do you think, the probiotic?
Probiotic will definitely help, definitely.
And
But since he
what
has a
kind of dose
tumor,
might you suggest? Like 2 a day?
no.
Or,
Yeah, once in the morning, one in the evening, since
okay,
he's patient. That's it. And also that he make sure that he takes these things, and also don't take collagen peptides.
no, yes,
Collagen
they
peptides.
won't be doing that, yes. Because that could be counterproductive,
Yeah.
as I heard
So,
from you before.
yeah.
Do
So
you
I
think
think
the
those.
eye boost would help at all,
No,
by
well,
the
I
area
mean,
behind
no,
the eyes or not?
no, I think eye boost is specifically eye. He's a young fellow, and he
Yeah.
doesn't, he has some eye problem that he thinks, but
No,
no. So I
no,
would say, just try those two things. And I would say that because he was taking out medication, like you said, his stomach must be upset. So for 1 month, you try like this, and if
yeah,
it looks like he's doing very well, and then maybe the probiotic can be tried gradually once a week, once a day. I mean,
okay,
once a week, once a day.
okay. That's great. Yeah, I
Thank
really
you, Ed.
appreciate your suggestions there, because we were needing a little bit of suggestion to help him get better there. And thank you very
Yeah.
much.
No,
Let
so I
us
think
know
this
at
is
the end
good
of the
because
month.
there are evidence that benign tumor can be prevented further growth. And also, if they are affecting your cognitive function, that will prevent it, deterioration. And it
Yeah,
might
yeah,
improve it even.
yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Let us know here at the end of the month.
Yes.
Right.
Love to hear it.
Tracy
Okay,
Blake. Tracy, you're next. And then we have Moto G Stylus. I think that is Bruce, but go ahead, Tracy Blake. You're up for Dr. Prasad. I know you had your camera on and your microphone ready to open. Tracy Blake, you're next. Go ahead.
Hi, good night. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Hi,
No.
Jeff. Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes, Tracy, we can. Go ahead.
Okay, beautiful. Right. I'm asking for someone. Let me see if I can pronounce it. It's pain in the tailbone. I think it's coccydynia. I think that's the pronunciation. Pain in the tailbone. What products do you think would actually, well, I know probiotic and the EMF, but I mean, what sort of dosage, if anything?
Well, EMF, you take a preventive dose. What was the disease mentioned?
It's pain in the tailbone, Dr.
It's
Prasad.
pain in the tailbone, right? The person is actually
Oh, I
going to a
see. I see.
chiropractor.
I think that I would suggest just take a preventive dose. Are you taking it? No.
This is for someone.
No, the person is not taking it.
Somewhere, yeah.
This is
And
for
I think,
someone.
I think I would say that take a micro daily EMF and how old she is, he or she.
Tracy, how old?
I'm not sure. But it's
Okay.
definitely, I'm not sure how old, but the person is an adult. Yeah.
Adult,
Because
that's
they're
good enough.
going to a
Yeah,
chiropractor. now.
Yeah. I'm sure that, probiotics, and also since he has a big pen issue, per day 25 to 50 milligrams, one capsule morning, one in the evening of CBD.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you, Doc.
Sure.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Tracy. All right. I believe this is Bruce, Moto G Stylus. We need to teach you how to change your name, but to go ahead, Bruce.
Peace, you have me correct.
Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad. Thank you, Jeff. My question goes back a little bit. Dr. Prasad, I asked some time ago about the Dr. Prasad choice for a pregnant person. Mm-hmm. And I know Jeff said we had some good records on that, but you suggested to use the purple bottle. And I was wondering why. And there again, I was wondering also, is there any problems in a pregnant mother taking the probiotic? The babies actually do it.
Not at all.
Okay, beautiful.
And But I would say that, pregnant woman should take either micro daily or micro daily methylated one. And see the reason and probiotics. And those two are the things that I will recommend to any pregnant woman. And that's it really. And after make sure that when baby is born and everything else, she continue to take it. Sometimes what people do, they are feeling better and then she suddenly stops it. That's not a good idea. So she can take only either one. It doesn't make difference. Both are equally safe. And probiotics, 1 capsule a day.
Okay, beautiful. I appreciate that greatly. I'm going to get off the line so someone else can get on. But I was really concerned with that. And the baby is due in September, maybe late August.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't feel like I would be able to make it to the family reunion, the vacation.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
All right.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Bruce. You bet. Okay. All right. Felicia, it's you again. Look, you stood in line and you're back up here with another question for Dr. Prasad.
That's fine.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, Dr. Prasad, me again. Okay, this question is for a friend, a sister friend. She has fought breast cancer for a year and she has been rendered cancer-free.
Mhm.
I told her about these products and she went ahead and joined and got them.
Mhm.
Upon taking them, she started to have stings, pings, and pangs, pain in the breast area. She happens to be, estrogen sensitive. And then I went on to find out, as she had led me to understand that vitamin E modulates estrogen. And she's very disappointed because she wanted to be on these formulas. So is there anything that we can do for her? I mean, there are about maybe 3 or 4 of the products that do not have vitamin E in them, but most of them do. And I understand that it's incredible, the vitamin E succinate. But because she is estrogen sensitive, and most women who have breast cancer, they are estrogen sensitive. What can we do for them?
Yeah, the estrogen sensitive, this is true that vitamin E modulated, but the amount of vitamin E is so small that I don't think it can increase the risk of, say, breast cancer. But you have to talk to the oncologist, see vitamin E, you can take it. And but in my opinion, anything, I know a friend of mine has a survivor, and Jonette is survivor of a breast cancer, and she's taking all these products that we have, and so for her, I would say that if it takes micro daily, again consult your oncologist. But few cases that we know about it, they are taking this micro daily EMF and has no issue for last. Initially, they were taking the micro daily original one, and then methylated one, and then as we grow, then this one. So if you are concerned then I would say that it is you can discuss with oncologist. But my suggestion would be that I don't think it will increase any risk, even though vitamin E in certain amount is a proestrogenic. But in this case, I think is so small. It is a dose dependent. It is so small that you don't have to worry about, in my opinion. But
okay, I just want to express to you the fact that she did start taking the original, and she did start having pain in the same breast, in the same place. So she had to back away from it, sadly. And that's what I'm bringing
okay. So then maybe she should not take it. Then if it causes a pain, that means there is some problem that we can't explain it, and therefore I would say that if nothing else, she can take at least the collagen peptide, which has nothing to do with anything that just maintains a very good gut, and in that way, whatever she will be eating can absorb better. So at least she can take that one, and that's the only thing I will suggest. And but rest of them is not not sufficient. Like, for example, she has to take them separately, B vitamin separately, and some antioxidants separately. There is no vitamin E, but our all products have vitamin E, except brain boost, eye boost, and this kind of stuff, So if she's interested, at least, but when you are trying to do it, prevent the reoccurrence of the vitamin and the reoccurrence of the tumor, if so that I think I know one of my neighbor had a survivor of breast cancer, went through all the surgery and chemo, and now on a what you call anti-estrogen medication, and and she takes a multiple vitamin, not our vitamin, but other vitamin. She's vegan, so she's concerned about. So she's vegan type of, but it has a vitamin E there, and also that for example, it is important. It is also try to eliminate the food which has a estrogenic effect.
And Felicia, let's do a sidebar on this after I've got a couple other suggestions to others have been down a similar path. So, okay.
Thank you so much.
All righty. You betcha. And thanks for that expanded answer, Dr. Prasad. It shows that you really do care about individuals. And Anne Marie is next. And then it looks like we got Bruce, Kim Brown, and Hannah's going to be our last one tonight. So a total of 4 more and about 10 minutes to do that. So Anne Marie Thorpe, you're next. Go ahead and open up your microphone. There you go.
Okay. Hello. Good night, everyone. Good night, Dr. Prasad.
Good night. Good night.
I've been introduced to your products. Recently, but not pretty recently. The introduction came at a bad time for me because I was unable to afford the products, but the micro family has been kind enough and good enough to me to help provide some of these things. But the thing is, I've been in and out of a hospital recently a lot. So I have not been able to stick with them as much as I should have been. And the other thing is, like, when I'm home, there's a problem dietary because I'm not working. So, and then it's saying that, well, what I did, I came up with a solution to help with the food and the taking off the products, because I got some like ripe bananas mostly, and then I blend the ripe bananas with the medication in it. So I would have this, like, I used to have it like twice a day, and they said I should increase the dosage of the pills. So I started having it like 3 times a day, sometimes even 4 times a day. I would drink the smoothies as a form of not only diet, but taking the medications, well, taking the microdaily and stuff. But as I said, I've been in and out of hospital recently because I came out yesterday night, and it's been hard for me. So I've not been able to really monitor.
What kind of health issue?
Yeah, what's your question, Anne Marie? Your question for Dr. Prasad?
My question is, I'm not being able to. That's what I was getting to. I've not been able to monitor because, all right, they said that I've been on medication for a long time, like some 27, 28 years.
What kind of problem, health problem? What kind of health problem you have?
I have several health problems. I don't want to say one of them in there, but I've been diagnosed with cancer of the breast, the cervix, bladder, and large colon. hypertensive, all of those nice things. And then they said that I'm not eating, and yet I'm putting on this whole lot of weight. And I know persons who have cancer, especially like when they say I'm at stage 4 because I caught them late, they lose weight. But I keep putting on this heap of weight now. My legs are off the chart, especially one is swollen more than the other one. And it's like 3 times the size of the other leg. And I'm like at about 380 something pounds now. But I'm not eating to say that I'm putting on weight healthily. Well, no weight can be put on healthily, but you understand what I mean. So they are saying that they don't know if my kidney is giving this backfire and causing the problems. But I am in a whole lot of pain.
So
I'm in a whole lot of pain from my back, from my lower back, from my foot, because they say it was metastasizing and going into my spinal cord and hip bones.
Anne Marie, let me just stop you there. It sounds like you've got a lot, like a storm of things that are going on, and those that are working with you saying you need to increase your dosage of micro daily. That is something, 3 times a day. Absolutely. You've mentioned that it's difficult with the money, but your micro daily family has come together and they're supporting you in that. I don't, in everything that you've explained to us, I haven't noticed or haven't recognized a question. What was the question for Prasad?
All right. I know that for some of the things, some of the things to absorb properly in your body, you need to take them with fat. I'm unable, somebody recommended me taking it with coconut oil, but I had a problem with my stomach walls. It cannot take any form of oil.
Yeah.
Not needed.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to take it with some level of fat so it can digest properly. But I'm saying that I haven't been able to get stuff to supplement my I haven't been able to get any.
Even just a little bit of yogurt, some
Your micro daily from Monday, micro daily hydro is coming. That will be the best for her.
Yeah, that is a really good.
Somebody said I was to get an they would recommend me for another one for the swelling and stuff, because right now the way my foot is swollen, like in the joints, it look like they're about to split open.
So Anne Marie, we need to sidebar with you. We need to get back in touch with those individuals that invited you on tonight and just spend a little bit longer with you. I'm
sorry. I just want to say I feel like I'm letting down the micro daily family, because I'm like, it's not that I'm not trying, but it's not that I'm not trying, but I have stuff that is preventing me from doing what I should be doing, or taking them how I should be taking them.
Yeah, let's visit more about this just on another call. Thank you for coming on tonight. So it looks like we've got Bruce again, and then Kim and Hannah. Go ahead, Bruce, quickly.
Peace. Boy. Sister Anne Marie, we are here for you.
Yes.
Michael, I just wanted to verify that the Dr. Prasad choice is the best. She can use the whole package, correct? The collagen, the brain boost, the
for the pregnant mother.
Yes.
Yes.
Would be best to use everything. Okay, that's all I wanted to verify. With that support, if I can, get into the line to send some support too for Sister Anne Marie, please let me know.
Thank you, Bruce. That's just like you. It's evidence of you being part of the Micro Daily family and offering that. Thank you so much. Kim, you're next, and then Hannah.
Okay,
Kim Brown, go ahead.
Taking my call. I'm new.
Great to have you here. Welcome to the Micro Daily family.
Thank you. I have a question for Dr. Prasad.
Mm-hmm.
I had an accident, and I have a pretty nasty concussion. I have a dislocated shoulder. I have tears in my back and in my neck. And I would like to know which ones that I can use that can really help me and benefit me to get
Mhm.
me. I have lots of headaches.
Mhm.
So, with the combination of everything going on, I have lots of headaches. So I would like to know what is the best combination.
Yeah. For example, concussion, we have report many, and we did a clinical study on concussion. And so I would suggest to you that take a micro daily EMF,
Okay.
brain boost,
Okay.
probiotics, and collagen peptides. And if you have a pain, for example, or problem is sleeping in the night, then take a 25 milligram of CBD.
Okay. Okay. All right. I really appreciate that.
And let us know next month how you are feeling.
Okay. All right. And also I would like to have another quick question. What about Parkinson's disease in the
Yes.
last stages of it? How
Yeah.
for that?
Yeah, I think Dr. Coate has treated that kind of patient of Parkinsonism. I think this will be very helpful. And even though he's taking some kind of medication, if any, it will improve the effectiveness of medication and reduce potential toxicity. So I would say that follow the same thing, the micro daily EMF, brain boost, probiotics, and collagen peptides, because sometimes gait gets tightened and things like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Sure.
Great questions, Kim. Thank you. All
Thank
right,
you.
Hannah, you're up next. And thanks for having your camera on so we can include you here as the spotlight. You'll need to unmute yourself.
Hi, can you guys hear me okay?
We can.
Yes.
Huh?
Okay, great. Thank you for letting me speak for a second. I'm new. I was invited by Virginia, and she's also shared some of the products with me. So right now I'm taking the Micro Daily EMF.
Mhm.
And I just had a quick question for you, doctor, about your decision to leave vitamin K out of your formulation. From what I've read, and then I feel like I experienced it too, but it could have just been in my head. During COVID, I was taking a lot of vitamin D and I got these crazy heart palpitations. And so after a lot of research, I thought maybe it was too much calcium in my blood because I didn't have enough vitamin K in my system. I don't eat as many vegetables as I should. So I just kind of wanted to know your
Sure.
reasoning behind not having vitamin K, and if you have any insight as to whether I should supplement with vitamin K or what.
I don't think, because vitamin E plays a role in coagulation of the blood. And I think, for example, if your gut is healthy, and the beneficial bacteria during fermentation process produces vitamin K, and that is absorbed in your system. And so it requires a small amount, and you don't have to take a supplement for that. And therefore, I avoid it, because if your gut is healthy, that's why for you probiotics will be very important to have it. And so I think you are young, and therefore I would say that at this time, micro daily EMF and probiotics will be sufficient for you. And then whatever symptom that you are having it, let us know next month if you feel any better. But vitamin K is not necessary, because it is required very tiny amount. On excess of vitamin K can interfere with the coagulation or increase the risk of coagulation. So we avoided those kind of things that can interfere with the blood flow.
Okay.
It is absolutely essential, but very small amount.
Okay, yeah, and I don't have a healthy gut, so that's probably where my problem is. So I should start on the probiotics as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
Very good question. Thank you, Hannah, for coming on and opening your camera and just being just authentic. You're new, and you've got some great suggestions there from Dr. Prasad. Thanks. So a couple of minutes left here. Valerie Claxon and then David Edge, and that'll be it. Okay. Valerie.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yep. Uh-oh, let me turn my camera. Jeff, thank you so much for taking my question. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hi,
yes, go
Dr.
ahead.
Prasad.
Hi.
Yes, so I have a member who she does have digestive issues, and she was on a collagen. She got rid of her collagen. She was doing the one that she got from her hospital, from her physician. And so we depleted that. And I said, I want you to do collagen and I want you to do probiotics. Well, she ended up with a case of diarrhea. And then so she kind of lost trust in it. Like, she's like, I think I better not try it. So would that have caused it? How can you help me encourage her to continue to give it a good, that 30, I tried to talk to her into the 30-90 days. So it's the diarrhea. She's a little concerned about it just because she already has digestive issues.
How much probiotics she was taking?
I just had her just do what was on the back of the bottle. I didn't have her double or anything.
No, one capsule a day. And
yes.
Yeah, it is unusual that it actually prevents diarrhea if you have diarrhea. But in any case, maybe
she doesn't. Like she said, it was new.
Yeah, we always say you try for 90 days, but if you have a daily diarrhea like for a week, then you stop taking probiotics because we don't know why it is causing it. But if you're doing it just occasionally 1 or 2 days, then because all our clinical trial that we did was minimum 30 months when we see the benefit effect, 90 days and 3 months. And so, but in this case, in her case, if she's young, then you don't have to take collagen peptides. And I don't know how old she is, but
maybe 68. I think she's 68, 67.
Yeah, then collagen should have helped. But you never know. Sometimes people are some gut. Does she have this diarrhea after collagen peptide taking or probiotics?
Well, she was doing both of them.
Okay.
And so, no, she didn't. So she said she got regular.
Yeah.
Maybe too much. Maybe not take it as often.
Well, how much is she taking?
Well, she stopped, but she was just doing the recommended what you had on the back of the bottle.
Okay, right. But maybe it is possible that some people are very sensitive. So maybe she should try like instead of 3 capsules, she can try 2 capsules in the morning and 2 in the evening.
Okay.
And collagen peptide, I don't know how much she was taking, but collagen peptide has a wide range. Most of the study has been performed 10 to 12 grams a day. And if you are taking it 20 grams a day, that maybe, for example, this could create some, people are not used to in the gut, might create some problem. So I would say that take not more than 10 or 12 grams a day. So our scoop is what, 22 grams, maybe half of this scoop.
Yes.
So instead of full scoop, you take half of the scoop, and probiotics 1 capsule in the night before going to bed.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
And do that, and then let us know next month how she's doing.
I got to encourage her. I got to get her back on the horse again.
Okay.
Thanks, Valerie.
All right, thank you so much. Yep.
We're here to help. You bet.
Yeah.
All right. So David, you're the last one.
Thank you. And I'll be very brief. Nice to see you again, Dr. Prasad. I have a question about the eye boost. Now I'm on all the other things. I'm on all of them, and they are doing me fantastic. I see 18 doctors, and I'm a disabled veteran, but I see 18 doctors, and I'm trying to get rid of all of them. But I want to ask the question about the eye boost. The strangest thing, I've been on eye boost now for about 2 weeks, and I woke up one morning, the beginning of the week, and normally first thing I do, I have really bad eyes. So the first thing I do is I put on my glasses. Well, I didn't put on my glasses. And I ended up at 12 noon saying, wait a minute, you don't have your glasses on. Now, I'm not saying that my eyes got better because I got some really bad vision, but I was going around doing things and not noticing what I usually notice when my glasses are off. I can't see anything. My question is, how does the eye boost work, and can it do things like that, like improve your eyesight?
Yeah, it is here. The most of the things that you buy in the marketplace has human has a two pigment, lutein, zeaxanthin. And so most of the commercial products which have been tested clinically in a macular degeneration, and they have produced some beneficial effect. But when I was developing this product, I said, it has to be unique, our product. So I started looking about what other animal kingdom have what kind of pigment eye they have. And then found out that eagles,
Yeah, I remember you were saying that, yeah.
Mentioned that in they see the prey from the ground, from a sky to on the ground, very distant, miles away. And so I said, what kind of pigment they have? I found out they have a third pigment that we don't have somehow in evolution, because we can see it, so we lost it. And so, and that pigment was astaxanthin. And astaxanthin, reading more about it, found out that astaxanthin accumulates in your eye many, many more times than lutein or zeaxanthin or vitamin A or any antioxidant. And your retina part of the eye is highly oxygenated. And any organ, any tissue, if it's highly oxygenated, there is always a risk, not risk, for certainty, that you have increased production of free radicals. And so if your eye is not totally protected with antioxidant, it may not protect your eye efficiently. So just lutein and zeaxanthin is good, protect some, but adding the astaxanthin, which accumulates in the retina many more times than any other antioxidant, provides a better protection to retina and overall eye than just the lutein and zeaxanthin. So during evolution, we lost it because we can see it. So maybe thought that you don't need it, but bird needs food for survival. And therefore, I guess they did not want to lose astaxanthin.
Well,
So
just
I'm
to
not
say,
surprised.
just real quick, my right eye continues to, I say, fog out. It gets grayed out, so I can't see out of it. It's like big gray pixels. And my doctor at the VA, for years, they've been working with me trying to figure it out. They thought it was all kinds of stuff. They thought it was maybe blood clots. My neurologist thought it was something else. But I finally got a good eye doctor that explained exactly what was going on. But I'm wondering, because I'm wondering if this, and that's why I started taking the eye boost, but I'm wondering if this thing is working. And I, I think maybe I'm building up on a good testimony down the road.
Yeah, good. And then your wife should take too, because
Oh
that
yeah.
will help her.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
She's excited because she's taking a lot of stuff, and especially the collagen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, David. That was awesome to come on and have a testimony slipped into a question.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That's awesome. So Dr. Prasad, my co-host tonight has been Dr. Pecola Roberts, and so I'm going to just ask if there was any last things that she would like to bring up, and then we'll let you go tonight. It's just been amazing. So,
no, I think that this has been good, and I think what Dr. Pecola has to say, if she has any other things that she wants to
Dr. Prasad, you are absolutely phenomenal all the time. And for those who feel that they did not get enough of you, and I never do, I just want to invite them to come on Friday to Lunch and Learn.
I will be there.
However, if they would come tomorrow and bring their questions and drop them in the chat, then I could get them to you, and we can use a portion of Friday is specifically for our leftover questions for our Lunch and Learn on Friday.
That sounds great.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me too. And we don't ever get all of the questions answered. We really don't. But the good thing is, Dr. Prasad, you are doing phenomenal in being out here all of the days that you are. And so last night you were excellent, and Sunday, superb. You are just out here doing what you do, and we thank God for you. So we look forward to seeing you on Thursday do we have anything for him tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh, we may see
Friday
you
morning.
tomorrow night. We don't know. You just don't ever know where Dr. Prasad is going to be. It's just,
I think Thursday, I don't know. Coraline said that 4 p.m., but she has not sent any confirmation that it is case, but she has reserved my time 4 to 5.
Awesome.
okay. Well,
On Thursday, tomorrow.
we don't ever know what we miss whenever we miss any of our sessions. Thank you so much for this evening. We are already 10 minutes over, but we are going to see you on Friday.
Okay. Sounds great.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut in, but we have scheduled, for you, Doctor, for Corleen, it's been scheduled because I'm on that call and I've invited 70 people myself.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll be there, 4 p.m.
Thank you.
Awesome. All righty. See how this is? We all just get to, we're like a big family. So I'm going to have everybody open up your microphones and your cameras, and let's thank Dr. Prasad for another extremely successful Ask Dr. Prasad.